back to my channel. This week's video is going to be a review and kind of tutorial on the new Kylie eyeshadow palette. This is the Royal Peach palette. It just came out like a week ago, I think. And this is it. There's been like big hype about this, and it's like the most most best-selling palette. But yeah, if you want to see how to get this look right here I'm wearing, and also see my review and swatches of this palette, then keep on watching. Hey guys, so we're starting off with the Marc Jacobs primer in coconut, and I'm just going to be putting that all over my face. I know I've been using this a lot. I need to switch it up. But next I'm using the Anastasia foundation stick in beige. It's either beige or warm beige, and I'm just going to be putting that all over my face. And since this is kind of like a medium coverage, sort of light, then I'm putting like a lot to make it more medium to full coverage. So yeah, this is honestly great for like everyday like foundation because it's really light. But then I'm taking my Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm just going to be buffing that in. And I prefer to use this with a brush than a sponge because this foundation is like already kind of lightweight, so you just want to use a brush to make sure it just spreads and not like soak up your makeup like the beauty blender. And so next I'm using the Maybelline concealer in the shade Light, and I'm just going to be putting that under my eyes, and I'm going to be forming like a kind of triangle kind of thing with it. And also I'm going to be putting that on my forehead and down my nose, or up it, and also on the sides where there's like darkness and places I want to conceal. And next I'm using my beauty blender to blend that out. The only thing I'll blend my concealer with is a beauty blender, because I feel like it just like blends it out super quickly and smoothly than a brush would. So yeah, I'd recommend. So next I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury powder in medium. I'm just going to be using a small brush and patting that under the eye. Keep using this powder too. I need to switch that up. But it's just a super good powder. Like honestly, people need to try this out. I feel like Charlotte Tilbury isn't that like used, but they have amazing products, honestly. And next, before I use a Smashbox eye primer, I'm going to be using my Maybelline concealer and just blending that in first, because I feel like I need the concealer to like cancel out the darkness, and the Smashbox doesn't really have that much pigment to do that. So I'm just doing that first and then putting the Smashbox over it because it's kind of clear, and I guess you know, the double primer, I don't know. But I'm just sitting that with my powder, you know, to just like set the whole thing. Next, using the Kylie Royal Peach palette, I'm going to be going into that warm shade in Sorbet. Right there. It's on the bottom left. And we're going up close here. Change it up. I'm using a crease brush, and I'm just going in with that Sorbet shade all over the crease and windshield wiper motions. And next, using that peach right next to Sorbet, like over the shimmer, I'm using the Kylie brush and putting that in the outside corners of my eye and kind of just blending it in and out with windshield wiper motions, but not as close to the crease. And I'm gradually going to be picking up that color and putting it like layering on top so I can get the most pigment out of it. And like I said, I'm just going back and forth. It'll eventually blend in with it, but it just works. And then I'm going in with the green shimmer shade. I think it's called Margarita. And I'm going to put that in with a flat top brush. And I sprayed this with MAC Fix Plus to make them more shimmery. Because even though these shades are shimmery, I want to put a little bit more extra to get that extra one. And so I took a small detail brush and I just kind of like went over it. And then I put some in the inner corners of my eye to make it look like a colorful pop. But next I'm going back in and putting the blue shade called Royal, which is my favorite shade. And I'm just going under in my lash line with it, kind of just stamping it in there. And then I'm going back in with the peach color and blending all that together. Next, going in with my Maybelline little, I forgot, it's like this really tiny liner. I'll put it in the description. But I'm putting that in my waterline, just so it goes well with the blue. And then I'm using the Marc Jacobs mascara that I got as like a little gift. And I'm putting that as my mascara. I currently lost all my full-size mascaras, so I'm working on buying new ones. I mean, just use them up. But yeah, this one actually works pretty well. I've tried it a couple times. And I'm also putting that in my lower lash line. I will say the mascara isn't the best. It can be a little bit flaky, but you know, that's why I'm testing it out. Anyways, I'm using the Huda Beauty lashes in Samantha. I'm just loving these lashes, and I'm going to be putting that in very carefully, and then that's gonna be all that's all you're gonna see, because it literally takes me so long to put on these lashes. You don't even know. But yeah, moving on to the face, I'm using the Benefit Hoola bronzer, and just using Abdelium Tools little blending, bronzing, contouring brush. I'm going to be putting that on my cheekbones, and also I'm going to be moving on to my jawline as well, and a little bit on the forehead. I don't like to put that much on my forehead, but you know, dimensions. And next, going into the Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going to be using the blush shade in Amaretto, just because it's a nice like nude shade that complements the eyes really well, because we're focusing more on the eyes, so I want to tone it down a little bit. And I'm also using the Jaclyn Hill highlight in Champagne Pop. That was so weird. But yeah, I'm putting that on my cheekbones and the tip of my nose. Next, using the Huda Beauty liner in Trendsetter, I'm going to be using that to line my lips. It's a really nice nude, like warm nude shade that could be worn with a lot of lipstick colors, I think. And I got this liner out of like the holiday set that she came out with the liner and 2 mini liquid lipsticks. But the lipstick shade I'm going to use is the mini Huda Beauty one in Trendsetter. And it's actually really warm, kind of peachy toned. It looks like in the camera, kind of lipstick that goes well with the eye look. Next, I'm going in with my Anastasia brow gel, and yeah, just going through my brows like that. I don't really do much for it, like I've said before. And then using the MAC Fix Plus, I'm just going to spray that on, and this look is finished. I hope you like this makeup tutorial on Kylie's Royal Peach palette. I really love it. It's actually the first one I bought because I wanted to see if she came out with something like super different. And this is like really, really pretty and different, which is why I really like it. So I'm going to review this product and also show you some swatches, finger swatches and brush swatches too. Okay, so the palette itself I think is $45, which is I think 2 more or 4 more shadows than her actual palette. And most of the colors are like really peachy toned, like these, and then the shimmers are really pretty. I think the mattes are one of the best shades. I really love this peach color right here. From testing it, I've tested it for like a week or so. I think it's really great. The shadows are pretty pigmented, and the shimmery shadows are more pigmented than I thought I'd be, the shimmery ones. And yeah, I think if you haven't bought Kylie shadows and you want to try it, I'd say buy this one out of all of them, because it's like a really different palette than her other ones. And it comes with a mirror, and it's just like has a brush right here. The brush I think is really good. Sometimes like brushes and palettes don't really like are that good, so I don't really use them. But this one is like a nice brush that I would use. It's like a really good blending brush. So I'm definitely going to use that. And yeah, the mirror is really pretty too. The shades are beautiful. So that's all I have to say about it. I recommend for anybody using your palette, like I said before. It's really great. Now I'm going to say that the shadows they're really good, but like shadows like I guess Makeup Geek and stuff like that are better. But these are still really pigmented and really nice. So I would recommend it if you want to buy your shadows, this one. Now I'm going to show you some finger swatches of all the shades. These are the finger swatches. Cannot see them that well. I kind of, yeah, those are like bad because I didn't like actually think I was going to turn my hand. But anyways, and then these are the brush swatches that I did. They're actually pretty good to what I expected. Right here. And I did it with a little flat top brush and I didn't put anything on it. I just did it like this. Anyways, they swatched pretty well actually, and they're really beautiful colors. I recommend this product if you want to invest in buying some Kylie shadows. They're really great, but this one particularly, the peach palette, is my favorite. Well, since what I've tried. But this is like the best like color scheme that I've seen. So I'd recommend. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this tutorial / review of the Kylie palette. Comment below if you're going to get one or if I should do any more reviews on products. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys next week. And